Thank you for tuning in to Natty News Daily Weekly, where we cover the latest ongoings in natural bodybuilding. If you see a cool story you think we should cover, please send it our way, and maybe we'll include it in the next episode. And if you like what we're doing and would like to support us, please consider checking out one of our sponsors. Our sponsor, Core Nutritionals, for all your supplement needs. Code Natty News Daily, as well as GymPin. If you want to add weight to the machines in your gym, you're running out of room, check out GymPin. Also code Natty News Daily. Enjoy the episode.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Natty News Daily Weekly. My segment where I cover topics from the whole world of natural bodybuilding, events, news, athletes, controversy, the whole nine. So a little bit more of a low-key week this week. We're jumping right into the ICN, which is out of Australia mainly. That is most notably, at least in my opinion, known for Brandon Kempner, mainly just because I follow him. He was a previous champion, well-known within the sport, really with Daniel, like really well-known coach over in that world. So I'm rambling at this point. Anyway, this is not about Brandon. This is about the current men's bodybuilding overall champion, Scott Nelson. So congratulations to Scott. This is a guy I've been following for a while. And correct me if I'm wrong, Scott, but also a strongman competitor, very strong individual, very bubbly muscle, as you can see here. Great lighting, great stage. Love the overall setup there. They give away a sword, also like that, but you can just see great physique. And I'm going to show you from his page specifically here, right? That photo is pretty epic in itself, just massive quads on the man. But right, like I could just scroll all day. There's some fantastic photos here, pretty gnarly, most muscular there, pretty gnarly beard too, right? So super vascular, super dense. There's a lot of people not in the US doing a lot of things right. That's what I'm going to say. And I think that's almost what I'm highlighting with these segments, really. We got to step our game up, US competitors, right? So here's one of the photos from that show where he won overall men's bodybuilding. Great, just great development overall. Grainy look to him, dense look to him. So congratulations on that win. Very well deserved. We're going to move right on. And I promise you, before I show you what story I'm about to do, this is not an Eric Helms fan page, but I do love Eric Helms, so I'm just going to keep highlighting him. No, but this is WMBF New Zealand just had their show. This is one of the newer affiliates of the WMBF, and actually, if you just followed the news, they just brought on Nigeria as well. So growing even more with their affiliates. But so WMBF New Zealand, smaller show, still competitive show. Eric Helms taking the win for bodybuilding there. Deservedly so, looking at the athletes that were there. Now, did not win a pro card. And that's something that I actually spoke with Eric about. So there weren't enough athletes there to win a pro card. And historically, there haven't been. So they use a committee where the committee votes on if the overall bodybuilding champ is of a pro caliber. They voted not in his favor in this show. And this is not just the WNBF. I've actually heard of the same happening with the PNBA, INBA. So in certain situations, it becomes a little bit more in the judges' hands, which you can not like, you can like, but in a show like this where we're not expected to hit those like 7+ in every class or whatever the criteria may be for that federation, I can see there being a reason, right? Because not everyone has the finances or the availability to travel outside their country. So in a smaller, more like developing country, this could be the situation we just find ourselves in within the sport for now. But so I wanted to just show some photos because he's going to be competing more. He's motivated as he should be from this win, and deservedly so. This is the best version of Eric we've seen yet, if you've been following him. Right. So pretty darn diced. I forget the exact terminology he uses now, beyond like clinically shredded or something like that. He's got some funny words. Right. So just conditioning is good. I'm sure he's going to improve it for his next couple shows. He's brought up the symmetry, right? Evened out the upper and the lower a little bit and looking really good, right? So looking forward to see what the rest of the shows bring for him, and looking forward to hopefully seeing him win a pro card this season. And then moving on to the female side of the sport. So this was the exact post I wanted to show. This is Hannah. Hannah is currently, and you'll see here in the caption, let me just scroll so I don't misspeak. NPC figure debut September 23. So that has actually already happened. This was a slightly older post. I'm going to show the post where she did. She competed with the Two Bros Pro, which is an NPC affiliate. Gasp, right? Natty and the NPC. But great transformation here. 10K difference from 19 to 23. So several years. That's a trend. That's a theme we're seeing. And I'm hoping our younger listeners are paying attention to. This is not 19 to 20, and I competed both years, or 20 to 21. This is taking dedicated time off in a surplus to grow as you need to for health reasons, to get as lean as you need to with today's conditioning standards, but also grow because we don't have these special sports supplements to allow us to grow in a more rapid rate, right? So Hannah, 19 to 23, put on a ton of mass, very, very similar conditioning. I mean, we can see that there's a little bit of difference in the photo quality, a difference in the lighting, difference in the tan. So maybe, in my opinion, maybe a little bit more condition in the 19 photo, but just a better overall package in 23. So huge development, brought up the taper, brought up the density across the board, great symmetry. And this is not just a random competitor. If we look at her bio, has competed with the UKD FBA, which you can see from some of the posts right here, has now competed with the NPC technically, but also was a WMBF British Figure Champ in 21, which I think was their inaugural year. So has some accolades to the name, has a great physique to match. So congratulations, Hannah. I did say I was going to show you the physique from this competition, so we can just show a little comparison. I think, honestly, this is one of my favorite posts. It shows a great, overall, some of her better qualities, if you will, right? Some good striations coming through the delts, great overall look to this here, great symmetry and taper from the backside there, rear delts all the way down to the waist, and the quads kind of sweeping from the behind there. So love that look. And we're going to keep moving on. Last story. This is one near and dear to us because we are covering the Mr. America again. So we got invited back for the live commentary for the Mr. America, the unsanctioned show down in Atlantic City. Last year, we got to watch some of the greatest of our generation battle it out for the title. And we will be there behind the booth, mic'd up, just like last year, providing entertainment, providing educational value, and just talking for the entirety of the show about the classes, the competitors, and just having a blast, honestly. So we are very honored to be brought back by Mark. Hats off to you. I'm not actually going to take the hat off, but this is something cool they're doing too. And he keeps evolving the show, guys. So keep an eye out for this. International or domestic competitors, this is a show to go to. And it's not just a show. It is a whole thing. They've got boxing, strongman, strict curl, CrossFit, literally just a whole expo. Right. And then the bodybuilding is, in my opinion, obviously the pinnacle of it, but a live vote. So if you pay for the live stream and you watch through, they are giving out awards for fan favorite, crowd favorite, that kind of thing. Right. So the People's Choice Awards. So you got to obviously pay for the pay-per-view. You get to listen to us, me, Dan, Leroy. You get to watch the show, and you have a say in some of these special or like ancillary awards that go out to the athletes and the competitors. So if there's someone you like that is competing, if there's friends, family, whatever it is, make sure you tune in, make sure you get the pay-per-view and put your vote to use, right? So that's Mr. America this October the 7th. That is Saturday. I believe it starts at 12 and it's going to run from 12 to 6. So jump in and out, whatever you want to do. It's going to be a good show. It was a great show last year. It's a fantastic venue in the Tropicana, like truly feels like a professional experience. So even if you don't know anyone competing, this might be the show to tune into just to see what can happen within natural bodybuilding, right? So I'm going to sign off with that. Hopefully we'll be chatting with you guys over the mics this October 7th via the live stream or in person. If you're in the general area of Atlantic City, come on by. Chat with us. We'll be training on Friday at a local gym, Joe Lacera's gym. Well, it's not his gym, but that's where he trains out of. Wolf Fitness Brigantine. I'm going to screw up that name and I'm going to feel bad for it otherwise. Anyway, we'll be training on Friday and then we'll be on the live stream Saturday. I'm going to sign off before I go too far, before I say silly things. If you guys like this segment, if you like my ramblings, if you like the news, if you like the sport in general, like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one.